Hey queens, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time of coming across my channel, you're welcome to Queen Sewing Tutorials, a platform where I share sewing tutorials. My name is Esther, and please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me. I am so grateful. So queens, as you can see, this is the dress we are working on today. And I went on to recreate this dress. The one on the left is the inspiration, and the middle one and the right side is the recreation. And this is a beginner friendly tutorial, very detailed, well explained, and I'm also not going to be rushing this video. So queens, if this is something you would like to learn, let's just get started with the tutorials. So let me start by introducing the materials I'm going to be working with, because trust me queens, it is a lot. So first thing, I have my chantilly lace and I have 3 yards of it, and over there I have a soft chantilly lace. So if you can get your hands on the strong one, please go for it. And over there I have 6 yards of Ankara. So you want to go for an Ankara that has a flower pattern, and you don't necessarily need 6 yards for it, just 3 yards or 4 yards will be enough for this style. Then I have 2 yards of doll face, 1 yard of lining, 1 yard of gum stay. I have my zipper, my hemming gun, and then I use this sodium. Is it sodium or soldering iron? So I used it to cut out the patterns on the Ankara. I didn't use scissors for it because with time the Ankara might begin to pull out hair, and you don't want that. I'm starting with the front part of this gown, and I've gone on to fold up my chantilly, and I have it on 14 inches fold. So I achieved that measurement by dividing the largest part of her body, which is her hip. I divided it by 4 inches, and I added 2 inch, 1 inch for seam allowance and 1 inch for ease. Now this dress is a fitted gown. It is not a free gown. It's a fitted A-line gown, so you don't want to add so much allowance to it. So I went down by 1 inch to get my starting line. I just had to cut it out so that I don't confuse you. So from that starting line now, I will be imputing all my vertical lines. The first line after the shoulder line I'm marking now is the bust point line, and for this dress it is 14 inches, and that is what I am ruling at now. Then the next measurement I will be taking is the waist line, like the half length. So for that I am marking out 18 inches. So queens, remember I said I used a soft chantilly lace for this, so it was actually the color I got on the market. Other colors were not matching, but I will advise you to get a hard one. If you can get something that is harder, it will be very better, like it will give you a more perfect result. So right now I am taking the next measurement, which is my hip line, and for that it is 24 inches, and that is what I am ruling out now. So while we are still doing that, I would love to remind you to subscribe to this channel, and please help me like this video so that the algorithm can get to push it out to as many people. I would love for you to help me like this video and also share with people you know might find this helpful. Right now, I will just go on to pin this to this lace together because it was so stressful drafting on it. It was just shifting in places and wasting my time. So please remember to get a very hard one because you don't want to use a soft one like me. Now, after I was done marking out my hip line, I am just going to get the full length of this gown, and for the full length I used 55 inches, and I just marked it at 57 inches, so I used 2 inches for folding allowance. Please let me apologize to you all because I did not know my camera was not recording that point, but I'm going to try my best to explain everything to you in details. Now, after I was done marking out the full length, I just went on to cut it out. So now remember, this is the front part, so I'm going to be placing it on the back part. I'm trying to cut out the back part now, and for the back part I cut it on fold by 16 inches because I added 2 inch for allowance, for my zipper allowance. So now I have gone on to place my front part on the back part, and I have pinned it down like you see me do. Okay, this is just to save time. So right now it is time for me to properly draft my bodies. Now I am going to divide my shoulder by 2. So the shoulder measurement for this dress is 15 inches divided by 2 gave me 7.5 inch. Then I went on to impute that, and for my neck width I used 3 inches. For the back for the depth I use 1.5 inch for the depth for the back. So I'm drafting the neck depth for the back first. So now I'm coming down from the shoulder line by 1 inch to get my shoulder slope. So I'm just going on to use my ruler to connect that into the shoulder slope. Now I am going to draft out my armhole curve. And for that, I will be using 8 inches. And the formula I love to use to achieve my armhole curve is my shoulder divided by 2. So whatever you have on that, my shoulder divided by 2 was 7.5. So I just added ½ inch to it. Or if you don't want to use this method, you can go on to divide your bust circumference by 6 and add 1.5 inches to that. Most of the times, it always end up with the same number. So when I was done, I just went on to connect it, and I'm going to be imputing my bust circumference on my chest line. So I have my armhole line, and that armhole line is also serving as my chest line. So from that line, I'm going to be imputing my bust circumference divided by 4. That is the line I just marked now. So this is for me to create my armhole curve. Right now, I'm just going to be locating the midpoint of my armhole, then come in by 0.5 inches and then create a curve from my shoulder line to the 0.5 inches and now into the bust circumference that I just marked. So it is time for me to impute all my body measurements, and first I'm going to be starting with my hip line. So I'm going to be dividing my hip by 4, and I went on to put what I have there, and also I went on to add my seam allowance, and I ended up exhausting everything over there. And then I went to mark out the measurement on my waistline, and I just imputed my waist measurement divided by 4 plus my ease allowance and just marked it there. So whatever I have on my hip line, I'm just going to be marking it on the full length. Okay, I'm going to be marking it on the full length. That's the next thing I'm going to do now. So I'm just connecting my bust. I went on to add extra for my extra allowance on my bust line, my chest line, and I'm just connecting that into the bodies. And whatever it was I had on my hips, like I said, I'm just going to be repeating it on the full length. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry you cannot see it. So remember, from the beginning of this video, I told you I folded it by 14 inches and 1 inch was for my allowance for stitching. So I just decided to, remove the 1 inch on the waistline and just went on to stitch it by 0.5 inch, and it was perfectly okay. I did not get any complaint from this dress. Please, if you like, you can go on to use your 1 inch for the stitching allowance. Sorry, just going to use 1 inch, but for me, I decided not to use that 1 inch because I realized that this dress is going to be having inner. It's going to be having inner, and you don't want allowance to just be showing, and it's also going to be a transparent dress. Please, I'm just trying to clarify that point because this dress was still very free. It was still okay, just that I didn't want excesses to be inside it, and I don't want it to be showing. I hope you understand, but you can still do it. Okay, it doesn't really mean at all. I'm just saying that due to individual preference, that was actually what I just prefer. Okay, but you can go on to add allowance. I hope you understand. I'm just trying to make that point very clear. So what I'm trying to do now is to contour my back to make it not bulge when I insert my zip. Sorry. So queens, I have a lot of detailed videos teaching you how to contour this. I'm not going to be dwelling so much on this because trust me, there's a lot to do on this tutorial. There's just a lot. So I'm just going to forward that part out. And if you want to learn this, there are detailed videos already on the channel. So right now I was done with the front part. I just pulled it out, and the back part, sorry. So now I'm just going to be cutting out the front neckline. And for that, I used 3 inches for the neck depth. And when I was done, I connected it with my chalk and I went on to cut it out with my scissors. So I'll still be coming back to that, but first off, let us cut out the inner. For the full length of this inner, I am going to be making it 10 inches shorter than the main chatelaine. So that means I'll be cutting it at 47. Remember, the lace was 57, so this one, the length is going to be 47, and that is also going to be with my hemming allowance inclusive. So by the time I'm done hemming, everything will fall back at 45 inches, the same way my chanteline is at 55 inches. So now I am marking out my hip line, which is at 24 inches, and that is what I am marking out now. So queens, this part I'm about to cut right now, I didn't know it was not showing. Honestly speaking, I didn't know it was not showing, and I'm sorry. But what I did here was that I just went on to impute my shoulder measurements the way I did for the front, exactly what I did for the front. But the difference about this is that it's going to be a canoe neck. So like I said, queens, everything is just the same. I'm just repeating the same thing I did for the main chanteline on this inner. So the only difference is that you want to make sure that the neckline of your inner is deeper than the main body, and the neckline of the back and front there, everything is deeper. So for my front neckline I used 4 inches, and for the width I used 5 inches. I hope you understand. So, but the bodies, the measurement, and every other thing, I use the same thing. Like I use the same measurements I used for the chanteline. The only difference I'm going to repeat again is that this inner is going to be having a side slit, and the length is 10 inches shorter than the main dress, and then the neck depth is deeper, both for the back and for the front. So those are just the few differences. So right now it is time for me to cut out the back part. So for the back part, I'm going to be having the center back. I'm going to be cutting the center back into 2 because I want to be stitching it. I do not want it to be bulging. You need to, even if it's not going to be having a zipper, you still want to eliminate bulginess. And also please remember that the back and the front is on fold by 14 inches. So right now I'm trying to get the depth of the back, and for the back depth I'm going to be using 2 inches. Remember for the front, for the main body I used 1.5, right? So now I'm going to be using 2 inches. Remember I said that the lining is, the inner is going to be shorter in neck depth. Okay, for the joining at the center back, I'm going to be coming out by 0.5 inches, and that is what I'm just marking out. Sorry guys, I had to forward this video because it was already getting too long and there is a lot to do. So while I was done with everything, it is time for me to cut this out. So queens, if you've watched this video to this very point, I hope you have understood up to this very point. Please let me know if you have any question in the comment section, and if at any point you were confused, please let me know so that I can, give you clarity on that. Right now it is time for me to notch out my hemming. So I will come up by 2 inches. So remember I measured this as 47 inches. So now I'm coming up by 2 inches. So now from that 2 inches, I came up by 10 inches for my slit, because it's going to be having a slit. The inner is going to be having a slit. It is long. It's long above the knee. So it's going to be having a slit. So I went on to give it a straight notch. So queens, thank God at this point I dragged this inner downwards, and now you can see how it is looking. Look at what I achieved. So this is what you want to make sure your inner is looking like. The shoulder is not wide and the neck is canoe. So queens, I'm going to be ending this video right now. Trust me, this video is a lot and you don't want to miss the next one. I'll see you all on my next video. Bye and stay safe.